What's going on, family? Today I'm going to talk about the power of repetition. The compound effect's going to take you to your goals. Your subconscious mind programming is what is governing 99% of your day. A lot of us, we're running on autopilot, and a lot of us, we've given up our free will in a sense to the programming. And it's okay if you have a good programming, but what you got to realize is you're not going to get any new result until you start taking new actions. And what you do one day, 1 week, 1 month is not going to have too big of an effect until you realize that it's not what you do a couple times, it's what you do repeatedly every single day. We become what we repeatedly do, and our subconscious mind is programmed through repetition and emotion. Okay, our subconscious mind is a group of programmings that have been programmed into us. The programming that was set upon us in the first 7 years of life really took over our life and really has created our paradigm for what we believe and what we understand. And for you to really reprogram your subconscious mind to allow the power of repetition to work for you, you must be conscious. Okay, you must be conscious of what's going on. You must be truly aware and choose to repeat what serves you, because what you repeatedly do is going to create a routine, and your routines create habits, and it's essentially habits that's going to create those neural pathways, those really strong patterns in our brain that's going to keep us going day in, day out. And it's the compound effect of our daily rituals what's going to take us to our goals. It's not going to be 1 week, 1 month, 1 day, more so becoming what you do, your lifestyle, what you do every day, day in, day out, 24 hours a day. Whatever you do the most is what you're going to become. Whatever you do the most, you're going to become, because it's what we repeatedly do. It's not what we do a few times. And the power of repetition is really crazy. The power of habit, because what we're doing is what's easy to continue doing. So whether that's a way you think, whether that's things you do, whether it's a way you feel, familiar emotions, whatever you are currently doing is what's going to be easy to do and repeat and do again and do again. And the compound effect of your daily rituals is what's going to take you to the destiny that you've created for yourself. You can't focus on your history and your destiny at the same time. It's only one or the other, and whatever you focus on grows, and whatever you repeatedly focus on is what you're going to become. So it's quite simple. People that work jobs, people that don't have big goals, they're thinking about their jobs, they're thinking about their past, therefore they become their past, and they create the same thing over and over and over. They think of their jobs, so therefore they become their job. And successful people, they think about their goals so much that they become their goals, and it's no coincidence. There's no luck involved. There's no, I hope this, I hope that. The people that achieve things in their life, they do it on purpose, not an accident. Success is not a coincidence. It's not an accident. It's something that is predetermined. It's something that is planned for. And the way to really truly get success from the people that I've studied, from my mentors, is whatever they do, they master it. They how you do anything is how you do everything. And it's the power of repetition. It's the power of what you do daily, every single day, no matter what, is what's going to really take you to the next level. And when you truly master one thing, that's all you really need to know. It takes to master one skill set to really make $1 million. And one thing I've been learning is, $1 million is not a lot of money. It's all perception. It's all what you see. If you think $1 million is a lot of money, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of hard work. It's probably not gonna happen. If you see it as small, it's probably gonna come a little bit easier to you. And what I've found is through repetition, not only the things I think, the things I feel, but the actions I take on a daily basis. When you start to realize that if you work out one day, okay, the next day your body's gonna know that it's time to work out. If you eat at a specific time each and every single day, your body's gonna know what time it is you should eat, what time you should sleep, what time you should do all these things. These are subconscious programmings, and it's through the power of repetition where you can truly ingrain this into yourself. And the more you do these things, the deeper the spiral of energy, the ball of energy really compiles onto you. And the more you do it, the easier it is to continue. So if you've worked out 10 days in a row, you can bet your money you're going to work out 11, 12, 13, 14 days in a row. But if you haven't worked out in the last 3 weeks, it's going to be very difficult to get off the couch and actually go to the gym, right? It's going to be very difficult. Why? Because your repetition, your patterns were being lazy. So if your repetition, your patterns are being lazy right now, what you got to understand is, yes, that's cool. That's your habits at the moment. That's not who you are. It's who you're becoming, but you can always change that. You always have the power to change your habits. And the only way you're going to change your habits is through repetition. Okay. And a lot of times we know what we're doing wrong, but we don't know what we want to do. So if someone says, man, I want to stop eating bad foods. No, you want to eat healthy foods. Oh man, I need to stop being so lazy. No, you need to exercise. And you really got to think about the way you're wording things, because what you're putting out into the universe is what you're attracting. And your subconscious mind can't tell the difference between a truth or a lie. And not only that, your subconscious mind picks up all words, not necessarily when you say the word not or don't or can't, you're really saying the word you say after, and that's what gets picked up, whether you say it or not. So if you say, I don't want to eat bad food anymore, you're focusing on bad food still. So that's what you got to realize. Repetition. Be aware of what you say to yourself, and you start saying positive things to yourself, you're going to start feeling positive emotions about yourself. And it's only through repetition, you guys. You got to be consistent. You really got to trust the universe and trust the process, that it's not going to happen all at once. It's going to happen gradually over time through the compound effect. The compound effect is a very powerful information source in the universe. It's the compound effects. Your daily rituals will take you to your goals. Whatever you repeatedly do, you become. Whatever you repeatedly say is what you're going to think about yourself. So really truly understand that. Focus on knowing that the compound effect is going to work. Focus on knowing that if you just commit to working out 3, 4, 5 days in a row, no matter how you feel, if you just decide to commit, knowing that once you've done it 5 days in a row, you're going to have the power of the compound effect on your side. You're going to have the momentum. The momentum factor comes through repetition. So you must get past that initial moment of thinking that it's going to be difficult. Of course, it may be difficult the first time, but you just got to raise your awareness and make the decision to do it anyway. Feel the fear, do it anyway. Do what's uncomfortable, step into the unknown, knowing that once you do it repeatedly, it's going to be natural to you. But you have to commit to doing it a few times, okay? And really just get the ball rolling. Don't worry about doing something 20 days in a row. Just focus on, do it once. The next day, do it again. Whatever it is, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's healthy habits of eating, whether it's, things you think or say to yourself, whatever the case may be, sleeping early, sleeping in late, whatever the habits are that you have, you must first be aware of your current habits, and then truly understand that to change those habits, you're going to have to be willing to be aware of those first, and then be willing to make new habits. And you have to replace your current bad habits. One affirmation you could say, something I learned from Ralph Smart: today I am letting go of old habits that no longer serve me, and I'm embracing habits that actually do serve me. And that's something that's really helped me stay focused, and on a subconscious level start to adapt good habits and get rid of the bad ones, because we all have habits, good and bad. It's part of being a human being. It's part of our experience here on life and on earth. But to truly get to the next level, to get to where you want to go, you need to use repetition to your advantage. And you must be aware, use repetition, and let the compound effect play its part in your life, because it's playing a role whether you know it or not. You either have a bad spiral, a negative spiral, or you have a good positive spiral of energy in all areas of your life. And you first must be aware of where you're at. Focus on where you want to go, but also be aware of where you're at. Okay, be aware of where you're at. You need to really raise your self-awareness and your conscious ability to make decisions no matter how you feel, knowing that once you consistently do what you should be doing, it's going to become unconscious. It's going to become very natural to you. But you first must trust yourself to get to that point. Your subconscious mind is programmed through repetition and emotion. So whenever you do something, let's say you're trying to go to the gym, you're trying to make a habit of going to the gym. When you go to the gym, celebrate yourself, use positive reinforcement, okay? Don't totally beat yourself up if you don't do what you should do, but truly give yourself positive reinforcement. Feel good about yourself. Feel good about yourself for doing the things. You're putting in effort. You're doing the best you can. Okay, you're doing the best you can. But the power of repetition is truly understanding that whatever you repeatedly do, you become. No matter what you've done in your past, no matter where you're at right now, you got to truly realize. And guys, truly understand the subconscious mind will take you there. You got to program your subconscious mind, create the right habits, repetition, let the compound effect play in your life, man. And this is going to be the end of this video. I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'm going to drop the next videos right here. Appreciate you guys once again. Let's make 2020 the best year ever. Let's do everything we were meant to be. Let's become who we were meant to be. Let's do everything possible that we can to get to the next level. 2020 is our year. Let's run it up, baby. Let's do it.